The Curious Case of the King, the Clerk, and the Treasonous Tabby. In the annals of English history, where monarchs bickered and battles raged, few tales are as wonderfully bizarre as that of John Treasonous, an Oxford clerk whose ambitions soared higher than his sanity, and whose accomplice was inexplicably his cat. Forget your Wars of the Roses. This was the War of the Missing Ear, and it came with purrs of sedition. It was 1318, and King Edward II was about as popular as a tax hike on ale. Unlucky in battle and oddly fond of ditch digging, Edward was ripe for a challenger. Enter John Treasonous, a man with a wild claim and an even wilder backstory. Treasonous appeared at Beaumont Palace, not with an army, but with a yarn so audacious it could only have been spun in medieval Oxford. He declared he, not Edward, was the true king. His proof? A missing ear courtesy of a mischievous sow who in his infancy had munched it off. Apparently, a terrified royal nurse fearing the king's wrath had swapped him for a common carter's child, the very child who grew up to be the famously unkingly Edward II. This, Treasonous insisted, explained Edward's penchant for peasant pursuits. He simply wasn't built for majesty. When brought before the court, Edward II, bless his unregal heart, found the whole spectacle hilarious. "Welcome, my brother," he reportedly quipped, seeing potential in Treasonous as a court jester. Queen Isabella, however, was less amused. Her unspeakable annoyance soon persuaded everyone that the treasonous buffoonery was no laughing matter. Under pressure, Treasonous buckled, retracting his claim. But his explanation, that's where things got truly bizarre. He hadn't just made it up. He'd been put up to it by his cat. Yes, his feline companion, a creature of naps and purrs, had apparently revealed itself as the devil incarnate, whispering sweet nothings of kingship into Treasonous' ear, the one still attached, presumably. The demonic Tabby had spoken to him in Christchurch Meadow, urging him towards regicide, or at least regal imposture. The medieval justice system, though perhaps baffled, wasn't about to let the devil's alleged pawn off the hook. Sedition was sedition, whether whispered by a man or meowed by a moggy. So in a scene that would inspire dark comedies for centuries, John Treasonous was hanged for treason. And, to ensure the devil's influence was thoroughly squashed, his innocent, yet undeniably complicit cat was hanged right alongside him. Thus ended the tale of John Treasonous, a man whose claim to the throne was less about royal blood and more about a runaway sow, and whose fall from grace was aided, according to him, by a truly catastrophic conversation with his pet.